Hey guys, Jonathan Graham here. Well, today I'll be showing you a fairly simple model. This is a origami brick that I designed, and it's actually it's completely seamless because there are no extra creases on any of the sides. This is from a single square of paper. This one I have a nice sort of floral pattern. This is a 6-inch square. This is from a 6-inch square with the stripes. They don't really do anything. They're just decorative. I guess you could stack them, use them like stacking blocks, I guess. This is a nice design, and this is maybe a 6.5 inch, maybe it's a little bigger. And this little orange one is from a 3-inch square. But today I'll be using a 6-inch square, so our finished model will be the same size as these two. So, this is how you make them. I'll just shove those over to the side. And now we're going to fold it. So I'm going to be using the 6-inch square of kami. This is pink sheet today, the white side. So first what we're going to do is we're going to divide it, find the thirds to one side. So to do that, I'm going to basically make an S shape on the end here, and you want to do this really accurately. So I'm going to try to show you this, keep this in view here. You're going to make an S and line up the edges and the corners of the paper. You want to make sure the corners are well lined up. And once you got them lined up on each edge, like that, just pinch it really sharply and then open it out. And we're going to put it so the white side is on top. We're going to take this edge and fold it so that this corner is on this pinch. And you also want to make sure that this other side is the same. So let me just line this up so you can see how I folded. That's basically 1/6 of the width of the paper that we folded in. Now I'm going to turn this around. And now, just to make it easier to show on camera, but we're going to do the same thing, fold this corner to this pinch. And make sure I'm in view here, in frame, and you can see I folded in the same width there. And now we're going to unfold both of these pieces, these ends, and now we're going to fold this edge on to this crease. So I'm going to fold it up to the crease, making sure it's lined up on both sides. This model requires some little bit of simple this is a basic example of pre-creasing, and where you then fold it at the end, make it into the final shape at the end. We're going to unfold it, and now I'm just going to rotate it this way so you can see it better. We're now going to fold this edge up to this crease here, taking care to line up the edges well, and crease it sharply. You want to crease it sharply so you have a nice brick when you're finished. Now we're going to do a bit more pre-creasing. You can see, I'm just going to sharpen that a little more. You can see we have these creases here, these preliminary creases. Now we're going to turn this over, open it flat. We're going to turn it over left to right, and you can see we have these wider sections, two of these wider areas. Just ignore, this is just the pinch from when we made the thirds, so I'm just going to kind of get rid of those. Here and here, and here and here is what we're going to be focusing on. On this side here, we're going to start with this one, this wider band closest to us. We're going to make, actually before we do that, we're going to fold this so the stripes are going up and down, and just find the center and pinch on each end, or just one end. Unfold and now bring these corners to the center pinches. Basically just folding this into fourths the other way. There we go. Unfold the two sides, and now we're going to flip it over. Now we see there's a square here and a square here, a square here and a square here. Those are what we're going to be working on next. We're going to basically, with this square, I'm going to make a valley fold going here and here, diagonally through. So the way to do that is I'm just going to fold this edge to this crease, and we're only going to crease inside this square and unfold. And now I'm just going to turn it like this. We're going to bring this edge to this side and only creasing inside the square. And now we're going to go to the one opposite it, directly opposite, over here, and we're going to do the same thing. You're going to take that like this and just crease inside the square, raw edge going to this crease right here. Make sure you do it well. And unfold. And now if you look, we have the two squares here. Now on the top here, I'm just going to Keep it like this for this part. And now on these two upper squares, we're going to make a valley fold, but it's only going to go from here to here. We're not going to make an X. So for that, we're just going to take this edge, bring it up to here, the crease, and crease again only inside that square. Do the same on this side. Bring up the edges, line them up, and crease it. Now this is, our pre-creasing is pretty much finished. Now comes the collapse, so when we're going to actually collapse this together to form our final little brick shape here. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this over so the white side's on top, and we want to have the side with the X's closest to you. We're going to basically do creases just on the existing creases. We're going to fold this side in like this. Actually, I'm going to fold both these in. And you can see right here, we're just going to open this up sort of like a box. And you'll see the other part of the X right there, in the middle there. We're going to take these and just open them up inside to kind of form a box shape. Make it a little hard to show, but this is all done on existing creases. And fold this inside here. Make sure the corners are nice and straight. So you want to make sure that you do the creases really accurately. And then just reinforce these a bit on the ends. And there's sort of part of the brick. And now comes the next part, which is pretty easy. We're going to fold this down sort of like a lid on a box. Folding it, it's almost already folding already on the existing creases. And fold this down and just kind of crease it well. You can see we almost have our brick here. Now we're going to take this flap here and tuck it into here. So I'm just going to kind of open this out a bit and just kind of tuck it in. You can see how this kind of comes out a bit, but that's okay. You're going to slide the flap in and just push everything back together into the original shape, and voila, there you are. You've got yourself an origami brick from one square of paper. Completely seamless, no extra creases on any of the sides, and I guess you could use these to sort of stack if you want. Building blocks, I guess you could go like this. Use them as dominoes. And tap them down. Yeah, you could use them as dominoes, I guess. But anyway, pretty easy model. Oh, that's cool. They're actually 2x1, so you could actually make a bunch and do like a Jenga, or like the Jenga tower, you know, where you have a bunch of them together like this. Anyway, I hope you're able to make that one. It wasn't too difficult. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.